Hi, I'm Rosewood from Rosalind Jewellery, and I'm going to show you how to get a really good fingerprint impression. One thing to bear in mind is that once you start to mix the compound, you are very limited for time. So I would suggest that you watch the whole video through and then go back and do it step by step. So this is what you'll receive in the post. And inside, you'll find however many packs that you've ordered. Inside each pack are 2 little jars. They have 2 different color compounds. Now don't worry about what the color is. The most important thing is that there are 2 different colors. You also have a little plastic card that we use as the base for taking the print because it's easy to move around. So with the mixing compound, you get 2 little balls of each color. The most important thing to do here is to only mix 1 ball of each color at a time. If you mix the whole lot and it goes wrong, you've got nowhere to go. So before we take our compound out, make sure that you have everything ready, because as soon as you start to mix those 2 colors together, it will begin to set. And this is also influenced by your atmospheric conditions. So if you're in a very warm room that has perhaps your central heating on, or it's a really hot, humid day, this compound is going to start to set very quickly, and you'll possibly only have up to a minute before it sets and it's too hard to use. On a cold, sort of more damp day, you'll have longer. You could have between a minute and 90 seconds. But the most important thing is just have everything ready and work as quickly as you can. If you're taking the fingerprints of a small child, I would say any child under the age of 2, I would do that when they're asleep, because it's much easier, you've got more time, and also babies have this habit of curling their fingers. As soon as you put their finger into the compound, they curl it, and then that ruins your print. So we're going to take 1 ball of each color. Now we're going to mix it together, but we can do this quite vigorously because remember, you don't have that much time. So really give it a good mix until you've got no streaks. Pop it down on your card, flatten it slightly with your finger, and don't worry if you can see your fingerprints in there, because you've just pushed on it lightly, and once we put the other fingerprint over, it's going to obliterate any other lines that are there. I tend to use the index finger because it's just the easiest to manipulate, but you're welcome to use any finger you'd like. And what I would do for a child is I would hold their finger and make sure they keep it straight as well, because also kids do tend to want to push. So impress upon them that you are pushing, they just hold their finger out straight. Push their finger in and lift it immediately. If you're not happy with the print, or if it's gone a bit squiff, then quickly re-roll it, push it down, and immediately do it again. On a warm day, you may not have the time to do that. You can also just get a feel for how hard that clay is when you push their finger in the first time. Then put it aside and let it set. It will take a good 30 seconds to a minute to set completely. So what we're looking for in a good print is a nice outline, and you don't want it to have been pushed in so far that you get a concave section. Remember, you have 2 bits of compound. So if you mess up the first one, you've at least got the second bit of compound and you can redo the print. However, even if the first one is perfect, I always ask people to do a second one, because that then gives me a choice. Okay, so it's been about a minute now, and to check that your compound has set, if you use your nail on an unobtrusive part, not on the fingerprint, and you push it in, if it doesn't leave any sort of impression, then that is set. So once that's set, all you do is you pop it into the bag, seal it, write the child's name on the tag on the bag, and then you pop it back into the box that it came in. I like to recycle my little tubs, so if you could pop them in as well. And then you'll have a self-addressed stamped plastic envelope in there. If you just pop that into the envelope, seal it, and post it back to me. If you find any of these instructions a little bit confusing, or you're not sure about anything, please do not hesitate to contact me. My contact details are on the little plastic card, and I'll be happy to answer any questions or talk you through the process. So don't hesitate to get in touch if you're not sure of anything.